We welcome you to the Heartland, 7 miles from downtown Kansas City, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium for more than a half-century, the home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from KC. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down. He's got this up to the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Brian Cook up from the safety spot to make the tackle. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And he will score. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Out quickly here to Worthy. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Second and 11. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. They'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's going to be caught by Gray. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A give here to Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Mike, I just think this might be a little bit too long of a down and distance to attempt a quarterback sneak. Typically, we see it in the inches, maybe up to a yard. but most teams are not equipped to pick up 2-3 yards on a quarterback sneak. And in this case, you see why.
Gray is the motion man here. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And that's going to hit and continue out of bounds. They'll mark it right at midfield.